Cher Gottman. I'm the NYC Wingwoman. I'm gonna give you 5 tips in under 5 minutes to have an amazing first date. I'm gonna teach you the 5 techniques to get guys intrigued and keep them wanting more while on your first date. Tip number 1, never, ever tell your whole life story. I see too many times after dates when my clients come back to me and say, oh, I had a great time, and I told them all about how, I take the medication and it's okay, or whatever their story is, and I stop and I go, oh my gosh, you ruined it. He's never gonna call. And they're like, yeah, no, we had a great time. He's definitely gonna call. P.S. He never calls. You can't tell your whole life story on a first date. Why? Because you want him to keep wanting more. And he's not gonna want more when he knows every bad thing about you because he hasn't yet learned all the good things about you. So do me a favor and don't tell your whole life story on a first date. Tip number 2, ask questions. This night is not all about you. In fact, it's about you interviewing that person to know if this person is a good match for you. So ask questions and see if they're even right for you in the first place. Because when you're talking all about yourself, you're not really even getting to know who this person is that you're on a date with. So ask questions and be intrigued. That's kind of 2.5 number tip, but act intrigued. Be interested. When you're asking questions, make sure it flows. So you ask, what is your favorite blah, blah, blah? Oh, why did you like blah, blah, blah? Or whatever it is, make sure it flows, not like interview question like you studied for it, but make sure the questions flow and you're intrigued, and which leads me to my next number 3, always smile. Be having a good time, because if you're happy and having a good time, most likely they will be too. Because emotions tend to rub off on each other. So if you're kind of getting a little bored of this date, but you're not sure, you want to see how it goes, he's gonna read that on you and he's gonna start feeling bored as well, or she will start feeling bored too. So make sure you have a smile on your face and you're pleasant and you're excited and you're asking questions. You're not telling all your dirty laundry on the first date and you're excited for it. Tip number 4. Okay, you ready for this? Do not go back with them on the first date. I know you might want to, and you might say, well, it's just this one time. I don't usually do that. Usually I'm very classy. No, do not go back with them on the first date. You know why? Because why buy the milk if you can get the whole cow for free? Don't do it. I hear it too many times when people say, oh, it's fine, just one time, or you know what, I'm horny too. I get it. Then have someone that you do that with, but don't do it on the first date with this person. As beautiful as this person might be, don't do it, because you're letting them in to this area that's closed off until they're allowed and they're accepted in. So make sure you hold this area as a sanctuary and don't go back with them on the first date. And tip number 5 is keep it short. I know it's kind of hard, and I know the date might be going so well, and that's fantastic. But let's let the person ask you on a next date, because when you start to give off too much too soon and you rush it too fast into it, that's when things get a little iffy. So make sure you cut it off a little bit early and keep them wanting more, because they won't be expecting that. They're gonna be expecting you to, keep wanting to hang out with them because you're having so much fun, and that's fantastic. But let them want to take you out again because it makes them more excited about you. And remember, I always tell you, you want to keep them always wanting more. So those are my 5 tips to have an amazing first date.